In the calculus of global power, nothing speaks louder than 100,000 tons of steel, nuclear energy, and the thunder of naval aviation. The aircraft carrier is the ultimate symbol of a nation's ability to project force and influence events far from its shores. This is the story of the 7th Nimitz-class supercarrier, Duin 74, named after the father of America's modern Navy, Senator John C. Stennis. This vessel was born into a rapidly changing world and embodies its namesake's unwavering belief in the necessity of maritime superiority. This is the USS John C. Stennis, and its mission is to always look ahead. The mid-1990s were a period of profound geopolitical transition. The Cold War had ended. The Soviet Union was gone, but the peace dividend many expected never materialized. Instead, the world entered a new era of uncertainty, a multipolar landscape characterized by regional conflicts, rising terrorism, and the proliferation of advanced weaponry. The problem was complexity and unpredictability. The threat was no longer a single monolithic adversary. Crises could erupt anywhere, from the Persian Gulf to the Western Pacific. The United States Navy needed platforms capable of rapid, flexible, and sustained operations in diverse environments. They needed the ability to transition seamlessly from humanitarian aid to high-intensity combat at a moment's notice. The agitation is the inherent danger of a power vacuum. In international relations, weakness invites aggression. If the United States could not maintain a credible, visible presence across the globe, regional strongmen would be emboldened. Vital sea lanes, the arteries of global commerce, would be threatened. Terrorist organizations could find sanctuary and plan devastating attacks. Diplomacy is essential, but diplomacy without the backing of overwhelming force is often ignored. If the Navy could not arrive quickly and sustain operations indefinitely, the international order would begin to fray. The world needed a stabilizing force, capable of delivering decisive action when required. The solution was the continued evolution of the supercarrier. Commissioned in 1995, the USS John C. Stennis was the realization of the vision her namesake fought for in the U.S. Senate for decades. A Navy second to none, CVN 74 represented the state-of-the-art in Nimitz-class design at the time. Powered by 2 nuclear reactors, she possessed virtually unlimited range and the speed to reach any crisis zone at over 30 knots. With a displacement of over 100,000 tons and a flight deck spanning 4.5 acres, the Stennis serves as a floating airbase and a city at sea for nearly 5,000 sailors. Her carrier air wing, comprising sophisticated fighter jets, electronic warfare aircraft, and helicopters, provided the flexibility and firepower needed for the post-Cold War world. The proof of the Stennis's necessity was demonstrated almost immediately. She played a crucial role in enforcing the no-fly zones over Iraq during the late 1990s, but her defining moment came in the aftermath of the September 11, 2001 attacks. The Stennis rapidly deployed to the North Arabian Sea, becoming one of the primary platforms for the opening strikes of Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. For months, her air wing flew grueling missions deep inland, dismantling terrorist infrastructure and supporting coalition ground forces. 2 years later, she returned to the theater for Operation Iraqi Freedom, again demonstrating the carrier's ability to sustain high-intensity combat operations. Throughout her career, the USS John C. Stennis has been a constant presence in the Pacific and the Middle East, deterring aggression and assuring allies. Even the most powerful machines age. The design of the Nimitz-class dictates that at the 25-year mark, the nuclear reactors must be refueled. This is the moment when the Navy must look ahead. In 2021, the USS John C. Stennis entered Newport News shipbuilding for its refueling and complex overhaul, or RCOH. This is not a pit stop. It is a multi-billion-dollar, 4-year industrial marathon that transforms the ship. Imagine the scene. The massive carrier is in dry dock. It is, in many ways, taken apart and rebuilt. Thousands of workers swarm the vessel. The propulsion plant is meticulously dismantled to refuel the nuclear cores, guaranteeing another 25 years of power. But the overhaul goes far beyond refueling. Miles of outdated copper wiring are replaced with fiber optics. The combat systems are entirely modernized. The radar and sensor suites are upgraded. The living quarters are renovated. And crucially, the flight deck and infrastructure are updated to support the newest generation of naval aviation, including the F-35C stealth fighter and advanced unmanned systems. This grueling process ensures that a ship designed in the late 20th century emerges as a fully capable 21st century warfighter. It is a rebirth. The USS John C. Stennis is currently in the midst of this transformation. When she emerges, she will be one of the most modern and lethal warships on the planet, ready to face the challenges of the late 2020s and beyond. The story of CVN 74 is a testament to the foresight of her namesake and the continuous pursuit of technological excellence. It demonstrates that maintaining maritime superiority is not just about building ships. It is about sustaining and modernizing them throughout their lifespan. Our call to action is to recognize the immense national effort required to keep these carriers ready. It is a partnership between the industrial might of the shipyards, the innovation of the technology sector, and the unwavering dedication of the sailors who will bring her back to the fleet. The USS John C. Stennis represents an enduring commitment to peace through strength. The work continues, always looking ahead to the next horizon.